Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Sagittarius for the month of April. Welcome, Sagittarius. So we'll give a quick shuffle. Hope you've recovered from the energy of March and Pisces. Ready to sort of move on. Aries is the time when season we're in, so it's all about fast moving energy. Can be a bit aggressive too, so watch that. Get to where you want to go, but be mindful of others. The energy around your reading for April is the moon, so things might be hidden from you, Sagittarius. So it's almost like a waiting for things to come to the surface, really, with the moon. Things being in the dark also, so not sort of getting the full picture. It's not clear sometimes with that moon. There's news that isn't really ready to be revealed to you yet, or aspects of people that you may feel intuitively something's brewing, but you're not quite sure. So the overall energy of the moon is just, just wait, be patient and wait. Try and keep out of your head because it can be confusing. Just use feelings a lot this month, Sagittarius. This is where you are right now. And you've got the Ace of Wands, so moving forward, things really going well for you. Lots of energy coming in. So use that fertility as well for those Sagittarius that are wanting to or planning for family starting, all that sort of thing. It's a great energy. If you're wanting to get things off the ground, the Ace of Wands is your card because you've got that energy, and it is very much Aries fire energy. So moving forward, let's see how you got there. Eight of Coins, so definitely plans on adding value to what you're already doing well. Sort of very mature energy, the Eight of Coins or the Eight of Pentacles. It's the card of the writer. So if it's about getting things published or, just moving on with projects aside from what you do in your day job, it's a great card for that. If you're thinking also of perhaps changing careers or going for jobs that you've seen randomly whilst you've been browsing around, definitely is a good time for that. And using intuition as per the moon energy, just remember that as well. So it's more of that, using that intuition and feeling rather than don't get in your head too much because you'll get confused. Just make action, Sagittarius, with whatever you're chasing this month. The background energy is the Knight of Wands. Very fast-moving energy. Change of direction, perhaps in February, March. Things slowed down a bit or just changed direction in general. Also a card, Knight of Wands is also a card for, I guess, for those of us in the Southern Hemisphere, thinking about, trips, going overseas in the winter months, organising holiday time later on in the year. So we've got something to look forward to. It's all that kind of overseas travel energy, a lot of travel energy, Sag. So if you've been sort of thinking about those things in February, March, definitely, now's the time, perhaps if you haven't already, to book some trips and have some things to look forward to and work towards in your life, as well as everything else that's going on. Very speedy energy too. Recent influences, we have the King of Cups. Now he's come up in a few of the readings for the fire signs already. It's about introspection. It's about, really focusing on emotion. So perhaps this is a bit of a hangover from the Pisces water season. What were you thinking about it the last couple of days of Pisces, then coming into Aries? A lot of people found it a bit of a struggle of a month because it was the 12th house. So a lot of things from the past that we usually try to sort of avoid, feelings that we have that creep in and that we don't particularly want to think about, come up. But the 12th house is about sort of the shadow side of ourselves, I guess, where it just floats to the top and it's there. So you have to, you have to kind of contemplate what that means for you so you can move on, because now we're in the first house of Aries since just since the other day. So yeah, acknowledge how you felt and just know that it was important for you to sort of address those issues with the King of Cups. Try and sort of chip away at things that bother you in terms of emotion. And if that's indeed a significant other, well, yeah, you know what that means to you, that emotional side, or people's emotional side that they hide sometimes. And just being aware of that. If it's a romantic person, this is what the effects of the King of Cups are. It's about introspection and emotion, Sag. Something that you probably, too busy to really give air to sometimes, but there it is. You probably had to do it in March with Pisces, especially March. Okay, let's have a look at the lesson you're learning. The Six of Swords. So definitely crossing out of the head energy and the worries and the mind just going ballistic into sort of things getting a lot better for you. So just go with that. Difficult times, we cross through them into better times. So that's a card just to say, well, whenever those energies are around, you know that it is going to get better. It's not going to be there permanently. It's just it's a crossing, really, a crossing period where we just have to sort of get through it, come what may. And just having faith in you will come through the other side. So well done there, Sag. Near future, the Queen of Coins, or the Queen of Pentacles. So very much house and home. Second week of April, very much focused on home and friends, family, all those things. Feeling a lot better, feeling really sort of settled and earthed in what you're doing, comfortable in what you're doing. She's a person, an earth person, an earth woman around you. She's a good listener. She's a positive person. So things tend to just come towards the Queen of Pentacles. She's very much, because she's so earthed, she does wait for things to come to her all in good time. She's a patient woman. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo type energy. You're patient energy. So enjoy her energy in the second week of April. It's happening that you're not realising. The Emperor. So the Emperor is the sign of, he's governed by Aries. So interesting. Getting your power back, Sagittarius, taking it back. If you felt that you've been giving it away or not been giving your all to what you know you should be. Using structure and discipline to get what you want. Things just don't come of their own accord. We have to sort of be disciplined. Discipline meaning you're just doing things you don't want to do sometimes, but once it's done you can see the benefit. So use that power of the Emperor just to structuralize and just keep things disciplined this month, because with the fire sign of Aries, things can get away from you, and speedy energy, you can sort of miss things. So he's the devil in the detail, really, the Emperor. But he also talks about taking your power back, Sag, in terms of getting where you want to go and not sort of making excuses. So I didn't do that because this happened, or that person did this to me. Just take your energy back and your power back and get structured and disciplined about what it is you want to achieve, and you'll do it. How others see you. The Hermit, yeah, so perhaps you have been sort of stepped out or just removed yourself, not being as sort of gregarious as you normally are. Probably learnt a lot in the time of Pisces too in March, introspection about sort of emotions, where you are at with things in your life. Bit remote perhaps, but still in life, but just being a bit more contemplative, Sagittarius, and thinking things through and looking at the wisdom that you've achieved through difficult times. It's great, actually. It's a really nice card for a Sagittarius because they're usually on the move all the time and always on a quest for something. Sometimes, especially in the 12th house that we've just been in, it's really good for them just to go, yeah, I need to just be a bit of an observer rather than a participant at the moment. Positive feelings, the 10 of Cups, so home, family, everything quite sorted, settled, nice feelings there, things going well. Just be grateful for that because that's your positive feelings, so it's a really nice card to have. Emotionally stable, which is probably all, you know, that's what you actually learnt in March. Just sort of just stabilise things and be grateful for relationships and observe relationships. All that sort of thing, and realise, and now in April you'll realise it was, you know, it might have been tough in March, but now you're sort of reaping the rewards of that introspective period or that time of just being a bit quieter than normal. Final outcome, Ace of Coins or Ace of Pentacles, so definitely 2 aces here today for April. So definitely new things coming in, new projects. Very earthed though, so, you know, obviously things you've been thinking about starting for a while, maybe studying something, adding value to what you already have. We had the 8 of Coins or Pentacles there crossing the whole reading, affecting the whole reading. So definitely, you know, looking into those sorts of activities or things that you can really start getting involved in, new hobbies, anything that's new or anything that you want to study and learn about. It's possible coming up, and that will be coinciding with us crossing into Taurus in the 3rd to 4th week of April. So that's a really nice energy to end on too. So anything that comes up that you really find interesting for yourself, look into it, perhaps study more about it, learn more about it. New jobs are also maybe on the offer. So definitely pick up with that energy, especially whilst the crossover into Taurus. It looks really positive and apt for you. Just going to, I think I've just put a clarification card on this Queen of Coins and this 8 of Coins, so just so we can see where you're going, and of course with the Ace. The Ace of Coins too, before I forget, can also be or just telling you not to worry so much about finances. It's all good. You've got enough to do whatever you want to do, just to finish there. Okay, clarification card for the 8 of Pentacles, the 8 of Coins is the 4 of Coins. So about letting go of things rather than hanging on too tightly. Yeah, if you really want to do this, you know, embark on a new branch of career or something like that, just, you know, don't get too hung up on hanging on or security. Just try and go with it because it looks positive for you. But it's also a lesson in that hanging on is perhaps not a good idea. Letting go is probably a really good idea. So if you are looking into something new or crossing over, changing jobs, whatever, it's going to do well for you if you just sort of let go and try rather than just block it. Okay, underneath the Queen of Coins we have the Moon. So that's that energy that we had originally. So it's almost Yeah, something's hidden. Something coming up in the second week of April where, yeah, just be careful with whatever's happening with this Queen of Coins or Queen of Pentacles. There's something sort of hidden from view. It will come to the surface eventually, but just not yet. So really using intuition in the second week. Don't get confused. Just use your intuition. Because the moon's definitely something's brewing, but it's not really going to be seen for a little bit. But that's okay. So don't get confused by anything. Just go with feelings. Okay, Sagittarius, I hope you have a wonderful April. Thank you very much.